Okay, we're on.
Okay. Are we live?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. All right. Thank you. Well, welcome to Wednesday Yoga Flow. I am Megan, and here we are. We are doing yoga for stress and anxiety. And if you've been following along, we've been working our way through the koshas. If not, it's no big deal. But if you are following along, today we're going to work on Vijnana kosha. And so we're getting a little bit deeper here, and that's the wisdom body. So it's our inner knowing, it's our inner truth. And we're going to, as we move through our flow tonight, I want you to really tune in to how you feel, what's going on, and just notice what comes up for you. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's just what feels good and what happens for you. All right? So we're going to start in a comfortable seat. And as always, modify, do whatever you need to do to make this practice work for you and make it feel good for you, so you feel safe, you feel good. And if it feels okay, start by closing your eyes just for a moment. Tune in with your body. Notice your mind. And notice how you're feeling. Noticing the flow of your breath, your inhale and your exhale. Slowly exhale all of the air out. On your inhale, we're going to inhale really slow. So inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. 3, 2, 1. And then slow exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom. Hold it out. 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Hold it out. 3, 2, 1. And then inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to your natural breath. Noticing your inhale and your exhale. Then on your inhale, take your time, slowly blink your eyes open. And let's come right into child's pose. So come on to hands and knees. You're going to sit your hips back toward your heels, drop your head here. And as always, if this feels bad on your knees, you can come up a little bit or a lot. Make it feel okay, especially at the beginning of class, your knees, hips, knees, make it feel okay. Long, deep breaths here. Feel your head grounding down. Doesn't have to get all the way to your mat, but just allow it to ground down. Feel your hips grounding back. Feel your spine. And then on your next inhale, take your time. I'm going to slowly come forward on the hands and knees. Let's cat-cow a couple times. So on your inhale, you're going to arch your spine and look up. On your exhale, round your back and drop your head. And then just a couple more like that. So inhaling, arching your spine, looking up. Exhaling, rounding and dropping your head. Follow your breath. Notice how you feel. And then on your next exhale, let's either go right back into your child's pose, or if you're feeling like you want a downward facing dog, tuck your toes, lift your knees, down dog, a couple of breaths. And then on your next inhale, slowly step your left foot forward between your hands. Starting on the left today. So left foot forward. Take a breath here. You can use blocks or books or anything you want underneath your hands, or you can keep them down on the floor. You're going to keep your right hand down and open your left arm up towards the sky. Twist. Notice that back leg. Really amp up your back leg. So it's like your back inner thighs reaching up towards the sky. And as you do that, you can drop your right hip a little bit. Or left hip, sorry, front hip. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, left hand's going to come down. And step it back, come back into your down dog or your child's pose. Again, take your time, no rush. And then on your next inhale, step your right foot forward. Do the same thing. So again, hands can be to the floor, blocks, books, whatever you got. Left hand stays down, right arm peels up towards the sky, twist. And then again, that back leg, your left leg, think about your left inner thigh reaching up towards the sky. And you drop your right hip a little bit. Long breath. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Step your right foot back. In downward facing dog or child pose. On your inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly walk your feet all the way forward to meet your hands. Coming into your forward fold at the top of your mat. Take a breath here. On your inhale, extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Do two more of those. Inhale, extend your spine, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, extend. And exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Open up. Exhale, hands come to heart. So again, we're connecting to that wisdom body, to your intuition, your inner knowing. So just noticing what comes up for you. No judgment. Just notice. And then on your next inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. So lengthen your spine here. Sit way back like you're trying to sit in a chair on the back of your mat. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, dive forward, forward, forward. Inhale, extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Place your hands, step your left foot back. And then from here, we're going to start in the lunge. So bend your right knee right on top of your ankle. Inhale, look forward. And then on your exhale, straighten your right leg. And if it feels okay, you can ground that back heel down. So you might want to hop your back foot in a little bit and ground your back heel down. Right leg doesn't have to be totally straight. We're just going for a stretch. So you may have a big bend, little bend, somewhere in between. Take a couple breaths here. Breathe into the back of that leg. Send your right hip back. Feel your left hip coming forward. Long, deep breaths. And then exhale, bend your right knee. We're going to step it back, come back into a plank or a kneeling plank. Put shoulders on top of your wrists. Knees can be down or up. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Once you get there, tops of the feet ground. Inhale, cobra pose, open up your heart. Any size cobra you want to be, go for it. Shoulders roll away from your ears. Reach your heart forward, long neck. And on your exhale, we're going to press it back again. You can go right back into child's pose or tuck your toes, lift your knees, downward facing dog. Long deep breath. On your inhale, step your left foot forward. Same other side. So take a deep inhale here in the lunge. Take your time. And then on your exhale, again, you're going to straighten your front leg. Back foot might hop in a little bit and ground your back heel if that feels okay. Remember, options for your front knee, you can bend it a little or a lot. We're just going for the stretch. And take that left hip, slide it back. Long, deep breaths. On your next exhale, bend your front knee. You're going to step it forward. Come back into your forward fold. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. And then exhale, press to stand. Hands come to heart. Again, just tuning in, noticing how you feel. And again, we're going to go back in the chair. So on your inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. Let your toes be light here. So your heels are heavy and your knees are sliding back. On your exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your right foot back. Right foot back this time. Take a deep inhale here. Once you get there, we're going to pause in the lunge, get long. And then on your exhale, straighten your front leg. Not as long of a hold this time. Inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Then exhale, plant your hands, take your time. We're going to step it back, come back into your plank or your kneeling plank. On your exhale, lower down. One big cobra or upward facing dog here. So roll your shoulders back, open up your heart. Feel your heart reaching forward. Feel the length in your spine. And then exhale, press it back down, dog, or child's pose. Whichever one feels best to you today, do that. Take a long deep inhale here. And a long deep exhale. On your inhale, step your right foot forward. Here we go. And pause here, get long in the spine. And then exhale, straighten the front leg. Just one long deep breath here. Inhale, bend your front knee. And exhale, step your left foot forward to meet your right foot. Come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Opening up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Feel your feet grounding down. Feel the crown of your head reaching up towards the sky. All right, we're going to add on a little bit here. So hang with me. I'm going to turn towards you, but you can stay exactly where you are. Inhale, you're going to bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. So again, if you want to step your feet all the way together for this one, we're going to twist. You can. If you've got anything going on in your low back, keep your knees hip width apart. So from here, you're going to bring your hands to your heart. We're going to twist to the right. So you're going to bring your left elbow either to the inside of the left thigh or all the way to the outside of the right thigh. As you do that, you're going to sit back. So keep sitting your hips back. Look down. If that left knee starts to travel forward with you, keep sliding it back so your knees are in a nice line. And then take that right shoulder and roll it back so you feel your heart open up. Feel that space you're creating. Even if you just have to imagine it. Imagine the space. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands and step your left foot back. Inhale, lengthen your spine in your lunge. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. And on your inhale, bend your front knee again, coming back into the lunge. This time you're going to anchor down your back heel. We're going to come all the way up into warrior one. So arms reach up by your ears. Take your right hip, slide it back. Left hip slides forward. Long deep breath here. Feel this space in your upper body. And then on your exhale, we're going to release the arms down. Turn your feet so they're going to come parallel to the long side of your mat. And then toes are going to turn out. Heels turn in. Bend your knees so they're tracking right on top of your heels or ankles. And breathe here. So lengthen your tailbone down. You don't want to feel like you're falling forward here. You really want to feel upright as you take some breaths here. And if you feel like you want to, let's add in eagle arms, just for fun. Take your right arm on top of your left. You can hug here. You can bring the backs of the hands towards each other or the front of the hands towards each other. Make sure your hands are not right in your face. Move your hands away from your face. And breathe. Take one more long deep breath. And then inhale, straighten your legs, unwind. Take your arms out into a T. We're going to move it into triangle pose. So you're going to turn your right foot towards the front of the mat. Left heel is going to turn away a little bit, so you've got a little bit of inner rotation in that back hip. Reach way forward with your right hand. Bring your right hand down, shin. If you've got a block, you can do that. If you want to bring it all the way to the floor, you can. But remember, lower is not always better. So you don't want to get as low as you can and sacrifice the pose. Sometimes it feels better to come up a little bit higher so you can create more space in that right side. Long deep breath. Inhale, bend your front knee, come back up into warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down onto the floor. And pivot onto the ball of your back foot. And again, inhale, get long in your spine. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. This time you're gonna hop your back foot in a little bit. Anchor down that back heel so you've got a nice grounded back foot. If you need to move your right foot over to the right a little bit so you feel nice and grounded, do that. I usually do because it feels better. And then if you've got a block or a book or a water bottle, bring it to the inside of your right foot. So you bring it underneath your left hand. You can pause here, get long in your spine. And then when you feel ready, open your right arm up towards the sky. So we're twisting towards the right leg, twisted triangle. So as you do that, notice your hips are going to want to come with you. Keep pressing that right hip back, lengthening your side body. Feel your whole body here. It's a big pose. And then on your exhale, release. Bring your right hand down. Step your left foot forward. Come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. 2 more times like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Open it. And exhale, hands to the heart. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. On your inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. We're going to go right into side two. So again, you can step your feet together here. You can leave them hip width apart. We're going to twist. So bring your hands to your heart. And we're going to twist to the left this time. So right elbow either comes to the inside of the right thigh or all the way to the outside of that left thigh. Again, sink your hips down and open up your heart. Make sure that right knee is not coming with you. Keep sliding it back so your knees are in a nice line. Long deep breath here. Enjoy the space. And then on your exhale, dive forward, forward. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your right foot back this time. Take a deep inhale here. Get long in your spine in your lunge. And then on your exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. And inhale, bend your front knee. Anchor down your back heel. And we're going to come up into warrior one. So arms reach up by your ears. Left hip slides back, right hip slides forward. Keep that back leg really strong here. As you reach up and take a breath. And inhale, you're going to straighten your front leg. Release your arms down. Parallel your feet towards the wide edge of your mat. My back's going to be to you for a moment here. Turn your toes out and your heels in, and then bend your knees so you're coming down into a horse stance. I'm going to turn towards you just so you can see this. You don't have to move. And then from here, we're going to do eagle arms again, but this time on the left side. So again, you're going to cross your left arm on top of your right. Backs of the hands can come towards each other. Front of the hands can come towards each other, or you can come here. Doesn't matter which variation you're in. Just be nice to your shoulders. Listen to your body. Long, deep breaths. Notice if your toes are really gripping. See if you can let that go a little bit. I just realized mine were. So see if you can let that go. Long, deep breath. Notice how you're feeling. And then on your inhale, you're going to straighten your legs. Unwind your arms. This time, left foot's going to turn out towards the front of your mat. Right heel's going to turn away. Straighten your arms out, straighten your legs, and then reach way forward with your left hand. Left hand's going to come down to the shin, to the block, to the floor, wherever it falls. Right arm reaches up. And again, remember, lower isn't always better. Sometimes you want to come up a little bit higher, so that way you can really get the most space and you can get the most out of the pose. Long, deep breath. Notice. Especially when you're working at home, you're the only one that can really judge what's happening here for you. So notice where you need to be. Doesn't matter what it looks like, it matters what it feels like. And then on your inhale, put a little bend in that left knee. We're going to come back up. We'll pause here in warrior two, and then cartwheel your hands down onto the floor. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, straighten your front leg. You're going to hop your back foot in a little bit or a lot so you can ground that back heel down. And again, if you like to wiggle your left foot over to the left just a little bit so you feel more firm in your stance, go for it. Right hand's going to come down this time, either to the, keep it to the inside unless you really want to bring it to the outside of your left foot. And you can bring it to the block or the floor or the water bottle, whatever you got. And get long in your spine here. And then when you feel ready, peel your left arm up towards the sky. Keep sliding that left hip back. Open up through your side body. Twisting. Notice where you feel it. Enjoy the twist. On your exhale, release your left hand down. Bend your left knee. This time we're going to step it back. Come back into your plank or your kneeling plank. On your exhale, let's lower down. Inhaling one more time into your cobra. You can skip this part too if you want to. Or your up dog, open up your heart. And exhale, press it back into child pose. If you feel like you need another down dog, you can go for it. But if child's pose feels okay, go there. And your inhale, come all the way to seated. And then make your way right back onto your back. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. Give yourself just a moment here. Feel your hips settle. Feel the back of your head settle. And then from here, take your right ankle over your left thigh. Flex your right foot. You can choose to stay here or hug that left knee in towards you. I'm going to take a few breaths here into the right hip. Moving everything from time to slow down. And as the body slows down, notice the mind. See if you can enter that space of clarity, almost like this backdrop that's always there. Things come up and things go, but there's always this backdrop there that is clear, that is kind of all-knowing. And as we slow down, just notice if you can enter that space. Don't have to today. Don't judge yourself. This isn't some sort of competition or anything. Just see. See where you're at. Take one more long deep breath here. And then when you feel ready, slowly bring your left foot back down onto the ground. And your right. Square off your hips. And let's do the left side. So cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Flex your left foot. Again, you can choose to stay here. This might be plenty. Or if you want to hug your right knee in toward you, can grab behind the thigh or you can grab the shin, just whatever feels most comfortable to you. Take a couple of breaths here. Breathing into your head. And part of the point of the flow is we move the energy out and around so that way we can slow the body down. And maybe we can slow the mind down too. And when we slow down the mind, we have the ability to tap into this inner knowing, into our wisdom. And just see what's going on, right? See what's happening there. Notice your breath here. Notice how you're feeling. And then again, when you're ready, slowly release your right foot back down to the ground, and then your left. Take your arms out into a T. If it feels okay, cross your right knee all the way over your left. Press into your left foot, pick up your hips, scoot them over to the right like an inch or two, and then bring your knees in toward your chest. On your exhale, drop your knees over to the left, coming into a twist. And if this does not feel good on your hips, on your knees, on anything else, you can always uncross your legs and do the same twist. Don't ever feel stuck. Long, deep breaths. Gaze is wherever it feels good. Feel that right shoulder melting down to the ground. Feel the opening. Feel the space you're creating between your right shoulder and your right hip. Breathe into that space. On your next inhale, slowly bring your knees back to center. Unwind. Square up your hips. And then cross your left knee all the way over your right if you're crossing your legs. You're going to press into your right foot. Pick up your hips, scoot them over to the left about an inch or two. And then bring your knees up into your chest. And drop your knees over to the right, coming into your twist on the other side. So same thing here. If it feels bad on this side, every side is different. So if it feels bad on this side to cross your legs, just uncross them. Make it work for you. Make some space. Feel that space between your left hip and your left shoulder. And breathe into that space. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to center. Unwind. And let's move it into our final relaxation. So you're going to take your legs out long or whatever feels good. Just get really comfortable. Try not to skip this part because it's so nice. Give yourself a moment. Just let go of your arms, let go of your legs, let go of your head. The work is done. And allow yourself again just to melt into that backdrop, that area of clarity, calmness, of all-knowing wisdom. And just be. Just be. Please stay here for as long as you can, or as long as you have. But if you are done right at 7 o'clock, I'm gonna bring us out. But stay longer if you can. If you're ready, start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Slowly roll all the way over onto your right or left side. And use your hands to come up. Taking a moment, bring your hands to your heart. And bowing down to your own personal wisdom. Sometimes the things we're looking for aren't on the outside. They're already inside of us. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will be back same time next week. Have a lovely evening and a wonderful week. Thank you.